don't see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of everything.
So you've become like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
Morning show on the new cameras.
Yes.
Oh, this does not look good at all.
Het gaat die ramises.
No, I didn't promise anything, you guys.
It looks good.
Good morning, everyone. No. To the untrained eye, perhaps. To my very trained eye, I do not look all right.
You look a little... Oh, hold on. I will fix it.
Oh, let's see. Good morning, everyone. My name is Phil Balabanos. Welcome to the morning show. And if you haven't figured it out, the cameras have been changed and been upgraded, but have not been calibrated yet. I'll take care of it after the episode. I do look a little jaundiced, I promise you. I'm looking healthy as shit. Yeah, I mean, it's February 1st. Kalomina, have a good month, everybody. Welcome to the fucking darkest part of winter, the worst part of winter, when it's just so cold. And
February is always tricky. There's always something...
I've been making videos professionally for almost 10 years. I think this year's 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. Sure. Okay, yeah. I've lived in Montreal in those 10 years, and 90% of my business has been in Montreal and its surrounding areas. I've only ever had to shoot outdoors in February twice.
Yeah.
Like, I've been careful. I was like, no, indoor shoots only. And both times were terrible. You really think that's what's going to save us? Both times were terrible, and I have a shoot in February. I looked at the fucking long-term forecast.
Oh, shit.
You're going to be there.
Am I?
Yeah, you're coming, right?
I don't know.
I need a photograph.
I haven't
Oh,
confirmed
big
it.
difference
But,
already.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice. I'm impressed by your gumption to figure out that solution.
Well,
It's not a real solution, but it'll do
I
for
know
now.
it's not, but
It'll
it's
do for now.
temporary. Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's what
control it mobile. Look at that.
Everything is temporary. Yeah, but I looked at the long-term
it's
forecast.
live.
46-kilometer gusts.
What if they cancel the event?
I mean, if they cancel the event, the deposit's already spent. But I don't think they'll cancel the event.
Can we forget about how bad February is
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that, though.
and just appreciate?
No, I need you to do it now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you have to do it. I even have a little money so you can rent some cool stuff.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll have to convince my wife.
Yeah, tell your wife. Listen. You say, listen,
No,
Linda.
it's not about
Listen,
doing it.
Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Linda.
It's not
Míralo, mírame.
My wife's name isn't Linda.
No, you're calling her beautiful.
The plugs.
The plugs. The hair plugs. I didn't get that.
It's the time, though. That's the only thing, yeah.
I am Poseidon.com for all my shit. Patreon.com
No, we said we're not going to do
/Pantelis.
plugs at the beginning anymore because people want to get into the
Jesus
episode. We'll
Christ,
do
yeah.
plugs
Your
midway.
camera looks like shit. I look fantastic. Put my camera on the thing on YouTube there, on the stream.
No, you look good.
I always look good. I know,
Yeah,
but
yours looks good. Guys, don't forget, this room, the way the lights are set up, there's more light hitting this side than there is that side because of the way it's set up.
Yeah, you look a little sick, Phil.
I look sickly.
It's okay. Plug. Are you gonna do the plugs?
No, we're not doing the
You
plugs.
look- Oh, no
George
plugs.
Andrizos, Poseidon, I'm Phil. We're getting into it.
You look like you had a drink.
Yeah, mine, look, guys, after the episode, Phil looks albanos. Fuck you. Ego de albanos,
What
no
else
albanos.
is new? What else is new?
Okay, well, we gotta plug one thing, and which is fantastic news. I think we all shared it on our social media
Hey,
platforms
whoa,
yesterday.
whoa, whoa.
Are we starting? I think we should start with that. I think
Yeah?
it deserves.
I don't think you'll like it.
Yes.
But he put it up.
But anyways.
No, but he put it up anyway. He's the one that.
He doesn't like when we talk about him.
Who gives a shit? He's not here.
Yeah, fuck him.
Well, obviously, we're talking about
Look,
Pantelis,
man.
ladies and gentlemen, for the first time.
ever. I mean, for what? First time what? What were you gonna say?
The first
For his
ever,
first time for
ever
him.
Greek gay man to be
The
nominated.
first ever Greek Canadian to be nominated to a club that seems primarily for French Canadians. I looked at the other nominees of other categories. There's a lot of words that, a lot of names that I recognize from working in the government.
What kind of ethnics?
Ethnics?
Like, it'd be interesting to go back to see if any ethnic names have ever won.
The ethnics, George.
No, like an
So
ethnic
I know
name.
Sammy has won twice.
Oh,
in
okay.
that I don't know which category.
Has
it is.
Rashid Badouri probably he's one, right? What's
you know
the call? What's it called again? It's the
Les Oliviers.
Les Oliviers.
Martin Matt has won.
That's not an ethnic name, is it?
No, I'm thinking out loud because I went through the list. But the only other ethnic name I saw on the entire list of this year's nominees for all categories was Abdel Kaib. I don't know, North African name, an Arab name, and which are basically Quebecois at this point. They're
not.
They're super easily accepted in society because they're francophones. It's different. Preach is on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an ethnic.
He's the ethnic.
And then one of the skits that was nominated for best like radio play was La Grèce au sac. OSAQ.
Okay.
I was like, and I looked who the creators were, and it was a bunch of French Canadians. I was like, I feel offended. I don't even know what this is about.
Yeah, what's
but I'm
that?
triggered.
What the fuck is that?
Some radio play about Greek wines, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I'm not sure. Abdel El Kalodeh. Maybe, yeah, that might be it. Sounds right. Yeah. So Pantelis nominated for best French language unscripted podcast for The French Cast or The Le French Cast, le seul podcast anglais en français.
It's
Which
amazing.
is the greatest tagline ever. I have to say, I'll give it to him. His branding is on point. No, we're very proud of him. A win for one of us is a win for all of us.
See.
But he didn't win yet, so don't get arrogant.
It doesn't matter. The fact that
I know, I
it's
think
there.
it's really fucking cool.
This is big. It legitimizes. Well,
When he
it was
told-
already legit.
He
but
called me a few days ago. When he found out a few days ago, I don't remember when it was. I've lost track of time. And I was like, that's fucking amazing. I'm just going to make a really big deal online about it just to make you upset. He's like, fuck you. So I've just been posting images of the nomination with the Greek Euro song everywhere. Siko Seto. Just to piss him off.
Yeah, no, it's great. Obviously, the result of a lot of hard work and dedication.
He's playing the game. They want French content. He gave them French content.
Yeah,
what they
and look, if you think of it, I mean, the French cast has only been around, what, 2 years? Not even, a year and a half?
No more than a year and a half.
he started during the
During the
pandemic.
pandemic, so it can be
So
more
about
than 2 years.
About 2
Yeah.
years, yeah.
It could be about 2 years. Yeah.
Which is not bad. It's not
very
bad
good.
for a
It's very
2-year-old.
No, it's I mean, he has great guests also. So like, you have look, if you're doing English language podcasting in Montreal, we all know this, especially you who has guests. Not me, I don't have guests. It's hard to find fucking
It is.
interesting and known English speaking guests who are here.
Yeah.
You want to get them on Zoom and stuff, no problem. But like, they're not here. You're doing French.
Yeah.
Like this is
it.
pick of the litter.
Yeah.
Everyone's here.
Yeah.
Where else are they gonna be? Fucking Drummondville. Fuck that.
Yeah, maybe Quebec City.
Maybe Quebec City, but even that they'd come in. It's not far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, a big fish in a little pond. That's what French podcasting is to me. Like, that's the microcosm, right? Because they're big fish in a little pond. Quebec is the little pond, right? I think we had this conversation. I just had like a deja vu. We had this conversation a while back. Remember? He was looking up statistics about French language podcasting. We were arguing. Am I misremembering?
It rings a bell,
Yeah,
but I
something,
can't remember. I
Who
can't
cares?
remember the conversation.
I hate that I look like I'm dead on the fucking stream.
I brought you
don't
back to life with my gangster necromancy.
I still look pretty bad. You look great.
Yeah, of course, I always look
You're
great.
like
Different
you look
camera,
good
too.
on camera.
Damn right.
Should have
bro.
got nose.
But this is So Jess brings up an interesting point. I mean,
What's the point?
well, it's a farce. Supposed to be the gala that laughs at galas. Look, the fact that
I
it's
think that makes it better.
look, it's all internally, right? So there's a lot of favoritism. Obviously, you have, and there's not to downplay anyone else that's nominated, obviously, but at the same time, because Pantelis told me a little bit how it works. It's the agents of the artists that kind of are involved, and then they vote. And
Well, what did you? How do any look? First of all, I hate that drilling. It's so distracting. All award ceremonies are a farce. All of them.
well, it depends
Unless
because
it's
some
like
of
a
them
People's
have
Choice
like a
Award.
committee, or well, people, yeah,
Fuck
okay,
committees. Fuck anything that's not a public vote. If it's a public vote, that's different,
Yeah.
right? But like, look at the Oscars, right? You telling me all of a sudden everyone like? No, I'm not gonna go down that. I
Why
was
are they
gonna
called
go
the
down-
Oscars? Is it because there was a man named Oscar?
It's named after Oscar De La Hoya,
Who's Oscar De La Hoya?
you know Oscar De La Hoya, man.
famous filmmaker and boxer
Oh,
from the 1920s.
Yeah,
I already like this dude. You just said
Yeah.
two things.
Well,
you don't
look
know
him
Oscar
up
De La
if you
Hoya,
want.
shit,
You don't know
yeah,
Oscar
man.
De La Hoya.
I feel like I heard that name before though.
yeah. Yeah, he's one of the few guys that was like
Yeah.
a really a huge athlete and then made it into the
Yeah, he
movie
made
world.
movies.
This guy's a promoter. What are you talking about?
No, that's his grandson, I think.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking about.
Oscar
No,
De La
it's
Hoya
not.
Jr.
fuck yourself. You're messing with me.
You don't know Oscar De La Hoya, bro, the boxer. Fucking.
It's named after Oscar Mayer,
Oh.
famous Jewish filmmaker, Oscar Mayer.
That's a company. Bro, go fuck yourself.
Oh my god. Oh my god. George. So yeah, that's the first bit of big news we have to share. Pantelis and the French cast, the French cast, I don't know what he calls it. Nominated for an Olivier.
Yeah.
An Olivier.
We'll cross our fingers. Hopefully.
When is the?
No idea.
We
I don't know.
we
When
don't
is
know.
when's the gala?
It's very simple. Why it's called the Oscars.
Yeah.
Very dumb reason. Columnist Sidney Skolsky maintained that he gave the award its nickname. The name has also been attributed to Academy librarian Margaret Herrick, who declared that the statuette looked like her uncle Oscar.
Okay, whatever.
Okay. I didn't not tell you because I didn't know. I was just fucking with you.
Yeah.
When is the gala?
March 19th, baby.
March 19th.
Oh, it's soon. Yeah. We just
little
gotta
bit.
get through February first. I don't want.
You don't ban?
It's gonna be minus 42 Friday.
February
Minus 42.
always finds a way to stick it to us. And you know what I've noticed
Look,
also.
no, but the thing about February is, it's
You know, yeah. You can't.
know.
You shouldn't complain.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's March that really fucks with me.
That's
March,
that's
you never
exactly
know.
what I was gonna say.
March you might be okay.
The
you
last
might
2
not.
years, March
No,
has.
no. Stop talking. Every time you speak out loud about good conditions, we get fucked.
No, they were bad. I'm supporting your point of view.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Like the last 2 years, March has been horrible. Like some sneaky little surprises in the middle. To
I think it's just
mid
you
to end of
speaking.
March.
Anything you say, bad things happen.
We got a lot of snow last
You
March.
said you were gonna get elected.
I never said that.
You're like, I'm gonna win. Phil, make these videos for me.
No, I said, can you help me make videos so I could win? I didn't win, so clearly it was the video's fault.
Well, I don't work in Gujarati. How was I supposed to target your target demographic? I don't know how to speak that language.
What's Gujarati?
It's like actually, it's a very popular language in Southeast Asia. It's one of the bigger
It's from
ones.
the Gujarat region.
Yeah, Gujarat. I like how they speak.
Yes, you are a Gujarat.
There's some languages that I
It
hear and I
is.
was like,
It is.
no, not for me, but I
well,
enjoy it.
I could be wrong here, but from what I know, it's like a region in India, obviously.
Gujarat?
Yeah, Gujarat.
Yeah, it's near
Where
Bengal, no?
most
What
of
do you
the
know
people
about
there,
regions
most of
in
the people
India?
there are called Patels. Like when you see a name Patel, usually they
Whoa,
they come from that region.
Patels now.
So they're the like lower caste Indians.
I'm not sure what
they
it is.
Muslims, them?
No,
Gujarati speakers? No, they're not. They're Hindi,
they're Hindus. But so you know that big temple on Deroshe right after Jari?
I don't know. I don't see color, bro. Yes, I know the
It was
temple.
close to where you used to live.
Yeah.
But not the little one, the big one on the corner. There's a huge So that everyone that
Why
goes.
you make a laugh?
You're so stupid.
I know.
You're so stupid.
I know.
You're just so stupid.
So all the worshippers there, they're all Patels. All of
Yeah.
them. They're all called Patels.
The
Yeah.
bottom caste
Wow.
I don't know. There's something.
So
Patel,
now
yeah.
you're just.
So
you're
I don't know. I just don't.
categorizing a group.
And you know, obviously we were very close with the leaders of the community and everything. And I was always
Close
fascinated. I was fascinated. I'm like, because they would
You
help
have
us
the
out
same
with.
last name.
Yeah, because they used to help us with membership and fundraising and stuff. And the guy would take out his list and he's like, "Okay, I'll call some people." And I'm like, "How do you know who's who, dude?" I go, "Like, how do you
Yeah,
distinguish
how many
them?"
Mohinder Patels can you know?
Like it's fascinating.
I
to me.
know. I've met
The guy's
three.
goes, yeah, no, that guy's uncle and that guy's his cousin. I'm like, how? They're all called, like, imagine like 500 people called Balabanos.
That would not be okay.
No, it's like, how do you make the links, you know?
I don't know. That's. I mean, look, we're not ones to talk. Like Papadopoulos is like every other person is named Papadopoulos.
Yeah,
in
but
the
they're not all
South
from the same region. Like, they're not all from the
Greece.
same.
Mostly from the same region.
Not really. They're
Southern
from all
Greece.
over
We
Greece.
really have that many Papadopoulos?
It's the most
Yeah,
common
it's
name.
the most common name.
popular
I
in
haven't.
Greece.
I've never met one.
Oh, come on, dude. You never read about
You know what's
Papadopoulos?
crazy? Oh no, I know one.
Yeah,
I
there's
know
a
one.
journalist.
That guy. Yeah, I lose the term loosely. I know that guy, and I barely know him. Other than that, besides the cookies,
There was
I've never met a Papadopoulos.
No, there was the Greek school principal. She was in charge of the Greek school. I forget her first name, but Papadopoulos.
Georgia.
I don't
No,
remember.
she's
Papadopoulos.
dead.
No,
She's dead now.
oh no. Okay.
Christina.
Why are you just naming
gives a
people? Why are
shit?
you dead naming people? No, I haven't met that many. Your last name I've never encountered before, or yours. It's
Mine
pretty
is
unique.
not. Mine is family for sure.
Yours,
There's
someone
no-
made it up. Someone was drunk and like, this is what we're gonna be called now. He's like,
Maybe.
really? Yeah, bro. This is it. Why, bro? It drips. That's why. And we're like, okay. Y'all dried up now.
My mom's side is very short, actually, surprisingly.
What's your
for a
mom's
Greek
maiden name?
Skaltsas.
Skaltsas.
Yeah.
That sounds like a food,
Well,
doesn't it? Like,
my mother-
skalsa. It's not fun.
No, it's for
my
me, it's
mother's side. My grandfather was a farming tycoon.
A farming tycoon.
farming tycoon.
No, they exist.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
a-
no.
Because there's like, I mean, sorry guys to get into this, but like in the farming, you got the low level farmers,
Like in your backyard kind of farming.
backyard. Then
Yeah.
you got the guys with like the mid size. Then there's big farm. Not farmer with a PH. That's the tycoon.
Big farmer with an F.
Big pharma.
Yeah, no.
Big
he has, he has.
He's a big pharma. What you do? I work big pharma. Pharmaceuticals? No, big pharma. Pharma. I make pharma.
No. He has acres upon acres.
He's still alive?
No, he passed
He
away.
had, okay.
He passed away last year. Actually, I wasn't able to go see him because of the pandemic.
And what happened to all these acres?
Oh, my uncle has them now.
Where's your share?
There you go. Well, my mother.
Oh, you got dicked, huh?
My mother got dicked.
Tail as old as time.
Yeah, because she was a woman. She's a woman, and
Tail as old as time.
It's funny because normally they take care of the
The daughters normally do, yeah, but unless they have the dick uncle, then it's a tail as old as time, yeah. I've heard many stories like that.
But because Greece back in the days, you had two different mentalities. Unfortunately, the mentality that my mother grew up in was women are just housewives. That's it.
No, that was the
It was,
standard
I don't
back
think that's
then.
just in Greece.
That was everywhere, but
Yeah.
in Greek society, I can't speak for every region, but most of the traditions I've encountered
Is to take care of the women.
daughters
Let's
took
get
a
rid of
lot
them.
of stuff because
Yeah.
it was like, yo, marry my daughter. Here's some land.
Yeah.
Take some land and she's yours. She's like, I like the land, but I'll also take 10 goats and your finest cow. All right, I don't have a cow, but how about 10 shirts? Okay.
Yeah,
And they would remember that play we had done together years ago. I don't remember what it was
we-
called.
we
We
did
were
a
all
lot,
dressed
like-
like fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jorge dropped $2 in the
Voskopula.
chat. I'm a George. You're gonna read this one.
Yeah, George, do it.
Let me go. I'm not on
Oh
YouTube.
shit! It's February.
No. Hold on. We gotta wait. We gotta wait till.
Happy and people manager. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. Yeah, Voskopula.
Yeah, with the like half the dialogue was you and someone else discussing the dowry. How many shirts? How many this? How
I
many that?
remember, man.
that.
I
It was
remember.
so
That was a
good.
nice play, though. It was a good
Yeah,
play.
it was fun, but I was like, what is happening? This is how life was.
Let's.
my mother used to work in the fields barefoot.
Yeah.
And then as a gift, I'm sure some stuff are
And
exaggerated.
now you're working in the rooms bareback.
Hey.
Hey,
She would get like a mandarin for her birthday, and she would
A what?
like, that was her gift.
a Mandarin, like an Asian person?
No, like a an orange.
A tangerine.
Yeah, tangerine or an orange. Like here, this is
Here's a
your
kineso.
this is your birthday gift.
I mean, look, life was different, man.
Yeah, it was right. But the boy, my uncle, everything.
There's only 2 kids?
3, 2 sisters, 1 boy. My mother was the eldest.
In my, I'm trying to think. We don't really have any land that's survived the generations. There was too many siblings.
Actually, my grandfather even pulled some silver tongue scams with the banks in Greece.
Everybody did back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have this. Yeah. Deposit it. That's the collateral. I own it. I don't need paperwork. Sure.
Yeah.
It was my dad's.
His house is not even on a street.
Most houses in Greece aren't even on a street.
Yeah. Well, like it doesn't even have a street name.
Yeah. I believe it. I've come across that before.
Yeah, like he refused to
But is
sell.
it in a city?
It's in a big village.
A big
Okay?
village. Okay.
So like 5,000 people in Greece. That's a big village. And he when he built his house, he refused to sell, so they built around him, and it through a lane. There's no street name.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating how.
Because
Because
Yeah,
he was like,
it's-
"Fuck you!" City."
Yeah, it's all backward. Like my dad's family, like my grandfather didn't have much. He was a priest, so it's my grandmother who was given.
Grandpa was a priest?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
So my grandmother was the one that was given all a bunch of land and whatever. So
Yeah.
there were 8 kids, so they gave the land. They divided to all the kids, but that land was never made official in the
Oh,
in
yeah.
the city
The
or whatever.
registry is
Yeah, the
nothing,
registry. So my father told me once that
Which one's yours? From that stone
Yeah.
to that tree?
No. The plans exist because my father told me back in the 70s when he went down, when my
Oh, they went
grandparents
and they
were
structured.
alive. He helped my grandfather kind of split everything. He goes, look, this is how you're going to do it. There's a road there, whatever. Cut it down the middle,
Mm-hmm.
split evenly. So they did that. They gave the plans to the city. They approved the lots, but there's no roads. Like it's all on
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how things work.
Classic Greece.
I don't know.
When I first met Anna and we went to Rhodes and she's like, we have a house in the village that we rent. We don't
Yeah.
use it. And we have a house that's on the beach. That's the one we use. I'm like, okay. I'm like, how'd you guys get this like beachfront property? Like, It's weird. You don't see that often. Like from a they're like, oh, my grandfather won it in a card game. I was like,
That's so amazing.
I was like, what do you mean? She goes, yeah, he won it in a card game, but he had to like, you know, like I don't know the whole story, but like the way it was structured, the game, I think he had borrowed money from another player for that. So because of it, they split the land.
Oh my goodness.
So like the house is super narrow, and there's another house stuck to it. It's just funny. And like,
It's
like
beachfront property though.
yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
really
beachfront.
funny.
That's so funny. Let's get on to the news, guys.
Yes.
My camera is fucked. Cut to George. I need to fix it because not only is it overexposed, but it's also jittery because I must have touched the shutter.
Damn.
Okay, so this is news, and we had spoken about this. I think 2 weeks ago. It was sort of a big deal 2 weeks ago, and then last week it was a little bit bigger because they started a special parliament committee to look into it, and then this week it's the
It's
biggest
special,
thing.
all right.
And so this week it's the biggest thing, and I think it's going to continue making headlines. Just for the people who don't remember, and obviously we're going to repeat all these things. Basically, the federal government, so Justin Trudeau, gave a contract to McKinsey. McKinsey is a huge consulting firm, global reputation. They're everywhere, and you know, reputable company. I think it was over $100 million to help with the COVID management and I don't know exactly for what to consult. This is exactly what is being looked at now in the parliamentary committee. So that was the big thing. They're like, whoa, hold on a second, dude. You gave over $100 million to a company just like that. Like, how did this budget get approved? It didn't pass from any committee. Parliament didn't approve that expenditure and all that and all that. So that was that was like 2 weeks ago when the news broke, right? So there's a special.
Way too much.
What do you mean?
So there's a special committee that was put in place to look into that.
Oh my God, you look even worse.
Yeah, what's happening now? It's like shifting.
Yeah, it went back.
You saw that happen, right?
Yeah, I saw it happen
But
live.
nothing's set to auto.
But
So weird. Keep
that's
going,
very
George.
Weird.
I think it looks good, dude.
No. Now he looks more sick. Yeah, now he looks like an alien.
Anyway, so back to the thing. So there was a special committee that was put in place. They're looking into this, into the matter, and while looking into all the details of this agreement, the headline that broke yesterday was that not only did we give $100 million to McKinsey, but Justin Trudeau thought it would be smart.
Who's McKinsey?
McKinsey is the huge company, global consulting firm. I think it's probably the best one. I think after that, there's maybe the Boston Consulting Group. Like, there's 2 or 3 that are really up there. So what we find out yesterday is that not only did the government pay $100 million to this firm to help with COVID management, but we've also signed a contract that goes up until 2100, year 2100.
So 100 million.
It's like,
So hold on, we're gonna give them $100 million.
no, we already gave that money.
Okay.
But there's a contract. Now, we don't know the details of the contract. This is more news that eventually will come up. But we know that there's a contract with this company dated to 2100, so 80 years. There's an 80-year contract that Trudeau signed with McKinsey.
Jesus Christ. Why?
I don't know. That's the big question that everyone is asking. I mean, I wanted to ask you guys. I mean, Phil,
What do they do? What do they do?
They're a consulting firm, so they come in and they help governments. You know, you have an issue with your health department. Let's see how we can, I don't know, centralize or decentralize
It's
or
his
whatever.
Families. It's his families.
No. McKinsey doesn't belong to Trudeau.
No. It doesn't belong to Trudeau, but you know he's got friends and shit.
Of course, he's got friends,
And then
but
he's gonna work for maybe McKinsey.
no,
so
but
he's still gonna be in government.
McKinsey's
without
all
being
over the
in
place. They're all over the world, and it's not the only government that they sign deals with to help them during COVID. And you know, I think I've been on record saying that it's completely normal for governments to hire external firms to help them with different consulting, because let's be honest here, people that get elected, they're not specialists, they're not experts in all matters, you know. I think even Quebec hired McKinsey.
It switched again.
Something's wrong with this camera because
I
I
think
set
it's your-
everything to manual.
I think it's your face.
No, I switched
Maybe
everything
it's your
to
phone. Maybe your phone
No.
overrides.
No.
What?
Because he arranged the settings from his phone, no, before?
Change the lights behind you.
Oh, fuck, I thought he controlled the camera.
I thought you were joking. For a
No,
second.
I thought he controlled the camera.
We need to reset this camera because I set everything manual, and the second I sat down, look, it just switched back to automatic everything. So everything I fixed just turned off.
You think it's your bald head?
Everything, if it's on manual, even my bald head couldn't change it. someone would have to manually change it. Something's very wrong.
Because you look like an alien.
I know. It just pulled all the saturation out for some reason.
Yeah.
Can we continue though? Are
I
you
mean,
okay with
I look
it?
ridiculous, but whatever.
Do you want to switch? Would it make you happy if I sit there?
I don't care about how I look. I'm annoyed because the camera's not doing what I want it to. That's all. It's
Wow.
fine.
It's okay, guys. We apologize for the
I should turn it on
the
and off and see if
nearly
it fixes.
near black and white.
Yeah, go ahead, try it.
Try it.
No,
Try
I'm
it.
not even in focus, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rami says, turn it off and on.
I don't know what's going on.
Keep going, George.
Apologies for this.
Technical difficulties. We got new cameras.
Anyway, so to go back to this thing. So, big questions. First of all, why was McKinsey hired? What mandate did they have? And more importantly, what's the purpose of this 80-plus year contract that the government signed? Why? Why is it necessary to sign an 80-year contract with this consulting firm? I mean, so there's a lot of things that don't make sense. This is huge news, obviously. There's more that's going to come out this week. But I just find it ridiculous that any government signs an 80-year contract with a private firm. It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah. Did you see the thing with the new world forum? What the fuck is it called?
The World
The
Economic
World
Forum?
Economic Forum. They signed something for with them as well.
With McKinsey?
Oh, that was McKinsey.
Oh, no. I don't know. Who are you talking
No,
about?
with World Economic Forum. Fuck, I saw it the other day.
Who? Who are you talking about?
Trudeau, our government.
Yeah, man. The WEF has ins with all governments.
Bro, they have their tentacles everywhere, bro. In Marvel, you know Marvel? They have, who are the bad guys? The Hydra? They're the Hydra, bro. They're the
okay.
fucking Hydra. Hardcore heavy shit. Canada signed a secret agile nations charter with the World Economic Forum. I don't know what that means. Explain that
Secret Agile Nation.
shit. Yeah, agile nations.
I don't know what that is.
Did you know that the Canadian government quietly signed a charter agreement with the World Economic Forum without parliamentary debate back in November 2020?
Okay.
What do you have to say?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what these things are.
You have to search up the real news, Jordan.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what's happening with McKinsey, and I'm just curious to see if that's going to have any spillover here in Quebec, because we know that Quebec also hired McKinsey. So these news coming out from Ottawa with these long-term contracts, and I can't remember exactly what Quebec paid for McKinsey. But then that brings up the entire question of how these contracts and how these deals are made. I mean, obviously McKinsey is a reputable company, but is there any other links? All right. I mean, and we're used to the previous controversies with Justin Trudeau. For example, with the We Charity, we found out that there was a link between the families. So there's always these connections. And is it just government with this external firm, which is completely normal? We've seen it happen in the past, or is there something else? Or is it something else? And on that question, there was reports that came out that there were close friends to Chrystia Freeland, who is the finance minister, where she had close ties with one of the project managers or directors of McKinsey here in Canada. So they're trying to make the link. Is that the reason why? Did Trudeau again benefit that friendship or that little close circle that exists?
Cut to me on the main cam so I can just see it on my phone. But George,
Oh, there you go.
Can
I
I
don't know
say-
what you did. What happened? Did you restart it?
the issue is there was a setting I hadn't seen. The only thing that was changing was the white balance. It's these lights because they're all different. They're not.
Yeah.
We just because some of them burned and I changed them. So on
you,
this,
you do realize right now, though, I can see your future in my future in your head. Your head is bright, bro.
yeah,
Tough to control that, though, guys.
it's
Put your hat back on.
the only way I can fix it properly is to bring in a gray card, and we're not going to do that one.
Yeah.
Or you can get a
I'm
hair
a little
transplant
warm now.
in Turkey.
Now I'm glowing. What?
You can get a hair transplant in Turkey.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything in Turkey. Thanks. It's a little warmer than it should be now. That's the only problem.
Hey, it's
Wh-
cold
wh-
outside,
what
so
were
let
you
it be
saying?
warm in here.
I don't remember.
About McKinsey something?
Yeah, so they gave them a contract without checking with anyone. They've already been doing sketchy stuff. We don't know who's actually calling the shots between this company and the government. Now the government's like, yeah, we hear your concerns. So to help
So hold-
you.
but hold
We're
on,
giving
hold
them a 100-year contract or whatever.
80 years,
Like,
man.
Hold on.
hold on.
This
Trudeau is
McKinsey-
operating completely on it. He just does what he wants.
It's all unilateral stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, McKinsey, bro. They want net zero emissions.
Look, every big contract at that at that
That's
level,
impossible.
every big company at that level, they have this environment friendly approach, and these programs where, but that's bullshit. Who cares? Doesn't matter. And it's fine. I mean, that's no surprise that McKinsey came out with that net zero policy. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I'm watching you work, and now that's no good.
George, keep going. I was trying to grab something.
God damn it, Jeez, this is an obsession about the fucking camera.
Well, he does. That's what he does.
The colors are just slightly off, and here we go.
That's what he does.
So there you go. So let's just move on from that. Hey, did you see the? Do you watch tennis? Do you follow tennis at all?
Do I look like a gay man?
Why is tennis
It's
gay?
a stupid joke, bro. Just laugh and move on. It's not actually gay. I'm just fucking around. Oh, bro, that's hilarious, Phil.
The Greek tennis player made the finals in Australia. I mean, that's
Wow, good for him.
Tsitsipas.
Bro, the Greeks are on the up and up. I'm telling you, we're gonna take over the world again. Watch the Mediterranean. We're gonna own that shit, bro. We're gonna
Now
be
I
the
nailed
new-
it, I'm pretty
we're
sure.
gonna- bro, the Byzantine Empire, bro, ain't got shit.
They never
bro.
called themselves that, just for the record.
You shut your goddamn mouth. We're gonna fucking take over again, bro. We're gonna take
We're
over
not
the
going to do
Mediterranean.
shit. We're not going to do shit because we don't
We're
need to
gonna
do
fucking
shit.
drill in the fucking sea, bro, in the Mediterranean Sea.
That we might do.
We're gonna get all the fucking oil. We're gonna be fucking.
The colors.
We're gonna be fucking. We're gonna be fucking kings of the world again.
Hey, professional. Now I look, now you're fucked compared to me. Like, mine's perfect now.
Speaking of
No, he's
professional,
fine.
now that you brought the gray card,
Yeah.
and people didn't just know what the gray card
Oh,
does.
nobody saw the great card.
No, but that's what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, many times, and again, I don't want to, I don't want to criticize the lack of professionalism that we have in our quote unquote journalists in our community. But there was an event happening a while ago, but it's something that keeps happening, because you have
Where's this going?
You have videographers there trying to setting up their cameras
God.
for their events and whatever, and then you have with a white piece of paper, this fucking garbage piece of paper.
Well, you can technically white
You
balance
could
on a
do it,
digital
yeah,
camera. You
but
can.
it's like, you know.
Look, I shot actually the very first ever VR sports tournament. It's never happened in North America.
Mm-hmm.
By chance, they're one of my clients. I was there, and they had brought these guys from Panasonic. They were doing the live stream for Twitch, and they had these fucking really cool cameras and have these dome cameras that track. And they set it up. It was running through a switchboard. Like, it makes what we have here look like it's Stone Age tools. And I was like, wow. And the guy goes, okay, on va faire un white balance. I was like, oh, so I'm watching, right? I'm doing my own thing. I'm like, we're prepping. And he walks out, and he just grabs this fucking sheet of paper.
Just
and
ran
he's
it.
like- I was like, dude, I have a great card if you want. Like, it was literally in my, because I keep like a thing where I can keep like batteries or whatever. And I pull it out, I go, I have a great card. He goes, "Scuso." I'm like, it's a great card for white balance. Like, you don't white balance on a great card. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna walk away.
Just let me do my
I'm just
work.
gonna walk away. Technically, you can do it. Gray card's better though.
Of course.
But I laughed so hard.
Funny.
But yeah, I've seen that too. The other day I was at an event and there was a videographer, one of these guys that you're talking about, and he knows me, right? Like when I first started, he had hired me a few times to do weddings with him. Nice guy, I like the guy. He does okay work, but like on a technical level, like doesn't do what I do, right? Doesn't have the. And he looks at me, he goes, "What do you think those lights are?" I was like, "Sorry." He goes, 6,200. I was like, "No."
Tell me he didn't pull out a light meter.
No, he knows how, but I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, 67. I was like, first of all, there's no way you fucking know that. There's like 16 kinds of lights in it. Like, you don't just know. Nobody just knows.
Yeah.
Like, you have an idea, but that's a very
Yeah.
specific number.
Yeah.
That the increment, it's off by
Yeah.
500 Kelvin. And then he pulls out a light meter, and it was like 48. Like, he wasn't even on the right side of the
Oh
scale.
my God.
And I was like, looking at him, he's like, I'm going to go auto. I'm like, yeah, you do that. You do that.
I'm dying to know who that is.
You know him. He's young, though. He's not old.
A journalist.
No,
Oh.
videographer.
Oh, videographer.
I
Okay.
shouldn't talk shit. He's a nice guy, and he taught me a lot of stuff when I started. Stuff I, subsequently unlearned because it was wrong.
I know who you're talking about.
You can't. No, dude.
What?
No, Ali operates at a level like you can't even imagine. Like Ali's a brilliant photographer on a technical level. No, Ali knows what color lights are. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about another controversy, ladies and gentlemen, happening
Yes,
this
more
week.
controversies.
Of
We
course,
want
again,
controversies.
Justin is around that.
Can we talk about the real controversy first?
Yes, what?
Olga's in the gulag again.
Yes.
What happened?
She was spreading Serbian propaganda
Serbovanje.
in the chat,
Yeah.
and I wasn't having it.
They're not good with other people, the Serbs, huh? Go
What are
on.
you guys talking about, man?
Olga causing trouble.
Serbs
I
are-
got rid of the false propaganda.
No, the Serbs aren't good with other people.
That's not true.
They like Serbs. They like us. But
They don't-
everyone between us and them, they're just like, no, you work for us. You don't
No,
remember
they don't even-
Yugoslavia?
Okay, let's get on to the other news because last Thursday,
Other news.
Thursday, Justin Trudeau announced the nomination of this woman by the name of Amira Elghawaby.
Is that the one you were petitioning on Twitter to like look into her background checks? Was
Yeah.
that you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Amira Elghawaby. Basically, it wasn't Justin Trudeau. He supports the nomination, but it was the federal minister of immigration. This is a position for someone to kind of build bridges against
hold on.
Islamophobia.
Before you
Fuck.
continue,
Yeah.
and now say in other news,
Why?
just say it. Trust me.
Fuck. Okay. In other news, I can't believe, dude, man. Okay. You couldn't just keep that for the next story.
Yeah, he was going to say it again.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, you could have looked like a good producer. Instead, you slammed the show to a halt.
Oh, wait. Stop. Rewind. Like, fuck, dude. Okay, anyways. So, yeah, Amira Elghawaby. So, she's a journalist. She would write in the Toronto Star.
Like one of those journalists like you were talking about.
No, but
With the white piece of paper.
so there's a lot of controversy around her because now she's nominated as this go-to person to build bridges and to raise awareness against Islamophobia and all that stuff. And we found out, because obviously this is what journalists excel here at. They went in her old posts and stuff. Let's see.
They're good at that, yeah.
Oh, the best. They're like, and we're talking about in a matter of hours, they had all these controversial material.
They're like, we have a tweet from 1992, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
Well, it wasn't that long ago, but fairly
didn't exist in
recent.
1992,
Yeah, no,
George.
but, yeah, no.
That's a
Okay.
joke.
Uh,
George Andrews, host of many a podcast.
so she's been known to have really controversial positions against Quebec, specifically thinking that Quebecers are racist and anti-Muslims and
Whatever could make her believe these things?
well, I mean, look, obviously the Bill 21 that came out, she had a lot to say on
96,
that.
no?
No, 21, which was for against the headscarves and the
21.
religious
What's 96?
symbol. 96 is the
Can you
language.
do
Do
something
something
for
for me.
me?
What's 96?
The language.
The language.
French
right,
language.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so there's a bunch of stuff that she says, and I have a list. And there's an article here that lists them, which is pretty bad, you know. So anyway, so the whole thing now, and this is what's surprising, and they haven't spoken about this a lot in the media. They're talking a lot about these previous comments that she made and how controversial they are. So Quebec, the National Assembly came out asking Justin Trudeau to get rid of her. They want her resignation flat out. And there's other people in Ottawa that have said, listen, she needs to apologize or maybe make her, clarify her
point's
statement.
valid.
Not really. Like she would take things out of proportion to kind of push her
Agenda.
her discourse kind of thing, right?
Okay.
And Justin Trudeau is adamant.
I don't think it's a crazy statement. Just sorry to interrupt you, but I don't think it's a crazy statement to say that some of these laws seem racist.
Some of the laws seem racist is one thing, and then Quebecers are racist is a completely other
Some
thing.
Quebecers are racist.
Well, yeah, but you can't group everything. You can't generalize and say Quebecers are racist.
Case in point.
You know, or the Quebecers are anti-Muslims. Or anything. So I'll read you some stuff that she's posted.
Yeah, I'd like to have some
I'm
examples.
The thing now,
anti-everyone.
though-
I just want to see the world burn.
So the issue here is this, and this hasn't been talked about. This nomination happened last Thursday, and we all know that Fridays are usually slow news days, right? In the press, because the weekend is approaching, nobody really cares. So, and last Sunday, all the politicians, or a lot of the politicians here in Quebec, they went to Quebec City. Remember the mosque shooting that happened 5 or 6 years ago? Maybe more?
Oh,
6 years ago?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, so there was a commemoration happening at the mosque.
Sure.
Everybody was there. Trudeau
We were
was
talking about it
there.
last week.
A lot of politicians were there in Quebec City. And I just find it funny that, 2 days before that event, highly mediatized, it was like really in the media, like mediatized, whatever. So just a couple days before that, Trudeau comes out with this nomination, right?
No, it's not playing for everyone else. Just for me, I'm listening to it.
Is it all for show? Is it just to show that we're doing something for the Muslim
Find some
community?
stuff
And here, look, we even appointed someone that's going to build bridges and raise awareness about it. Or was it really something that they had been working on and they had studied and they had, I don't know, gone through different candidatures? Who
Hard
knows?
to really know.
Yeah, we don't know. But I just still find it funny, the timing of it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so now, and the other thing is, and the comment that I made on Twitter was following a comment made by Pablo Rodriguez. Pablo Rodriguez is Justin Trudeau's leader in the House, I think leader or deputy leader in the House, but he's the Quebec lieutenant, really, really respected figure in Justin Trudeau's cabinet, especially in Quebec. When you think of a very influential Quebec politician sitting in Ottawa, Pablo Rodriguez's name comes up fairly often. He immediately criticized this nomination. He's like, listen, as a Quebecer, I'm offended. I'm hurt.
He's fucking offended and hurt about everything. Like, shut up.
Because you're calling Quebecers racist and anti-Muslims. And look, it doesn't make sense. Like, we're not that. Stop, exaggerate. I think it's an exaggeration. But anyways, I'll let you judge after. I'll read you some stuff that you said. So Pablo Rodriguez himself came out. A few other cabinet ministers in Justin Trudeau's government came out against this nomination as well. And you would think that pressure would be enough for Justin Trudeau to say, you know what, look, maybe we'll look into it again. Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe we went too quickly on it. No, he's adamant, and he came out yesterday and said, listen, I support this decision 100%. She's the right person for it. And for the first time, those ministers did not follow the party line either. They didn't say, well, you know what? Finally, we looked into it. It was a rushed statement. No, she's fine. Like, you don't have that. Like, they're sticking to their guns. So, is this going to cause some tension in the caucus between the Quebec caucus and the rest of Canada within Justin Trudeau's team? We don't know. We'll see.
Wow, I don't care at all. I'm trying to follow you, and I was like, who the fuck cares?
It's like you make a decision, I come out against it, and we work together, and then it's politics. Well, that's what it is.
Politics is stupid.
It is. So nothing really has
You ever get
changed.
news that affects my life.
Hold on,
anyway?
because we're gonna get to the things, and I'll let you and the people judge if whether what she said or not is fair or not. But the main thing here is that Quebec is really pushing the agenda on this. So the National Assembly came out unanimously and asking for her resignation. We'll see what Justin Trudeau does. So here's what she had said. In 2021, there was an article in the Globe and Mail. There was a philosophy professor at University of Toronto that wrote an article saying that French Canadians were a group that may have been much more victimized by colonialism. And they were subjected to and kind of forced to come into the Confederation, right? So that was his argument, like this whole philosophy study. From then, this is things that stem from the fact that they've been bigger victims of the colonial rule kind of thing.
The French Canadians are victim of colonialization. That's what
Much more than anyone else, any other province in Canada. So
they were colonizers.
Who?
The French Canadians. They also colonized. How could they be victims of the very machine they were a part of?
Who do they colonize?
Here? Can you stop?
We're talking about.
Only I can hear that. Only the headphones. It's not on the live stream.
It was so loud that it probably caught on the mics.
Oh, I'm sorry.
People were saying Poseidon stop, so maybe they can hear it too. Maybe
Oh no, that's weird. This button is supposed to mute.
Yeah,
that.
it's supposed
He
to.
came out and said that
No,
Quebec.
hold on. The French came and colonized the New World.
Yeah?
The English came and colonized the New World.
Okay.
They both had kings.
Oh, no
and
way.
queens.
Okay. Yeah, so we're talking about Quebecers.
Oh, they can
the
hear
argument
it.
that this philosopher is making is that Quebecers
I'm going to kill him.
Quebecers
That's what that button is supposed to do, though. If you want to try stuff out.
Okay, who gives a shit, bro? We're talking here. So his argument.
No, hold on. He's just been blasting music while you've been talking. He
I
thinks
don't-
only he can hear it. He's like, ah. It's like when you're watching porn and you think it's in your AirPods on the airplane.
But it's loud on the
whole
fucking
room
thing.
Oh,
can
what
hear
the
it.
fuck? That's weird. Then that means this button isn't.
Okay,
what
fuck.
they
Who cares about the
advertised
button, bro? So what this philosopher is saying basically is that we're drifting away from the main thing. Basically, she read this article from this philosopher who's arguing that Quebecers may be more victimized by this whole colonial history that they have. And she replied.
Colonizers get colonialized.
So she replied to that. Oh, I'm going to vomit. You know,
That's very funny. I'm on board. Who said that?
that's her.
I support her. She
Okay.
should be in charge.
In another,
Come on.
in
That's
another
a victim card.
in another text, I'm just saying her reaction always against Quebecers. This is the argument that we're trying
Well,
to
if
make.
they're running their mouths and saying stupid shit, then it's okay.
Okay, in another text on CTV News, She made a link. Remember that family that was assassinated, this Pakistani family assassinated in Ontario?
No.
Yeah, there was I think a car ran over them.
What the fuck? No,
You
I don't
remember this?
at
Yeah,
all.
this is in 2021, I think, early 2021. They were walking and a car just ran over an entire family.
I really don't remember.
Yeah, they were
this. That's
Pakistanis. And
fucking
London,
terrible.
London, Ontario, or something like that.
Wow.
So she came out on CTV.
They were targeted, or it was just a fluke?
Yeah, I mean the car.
I realized what I did wrong.
No one cares.
So I'm supposed to mute the channel.
Okay, fucking
And then
shit,
put-
bro.
Does he speak English?
I don't know, man. Dude, we don't give a fuck. Just produce the
Fuck
fucking
this.
shit. So anyways, yeah. So after that, that family's death, she came out and said that, oh well, that's because of Bill 21. Like she associated Bill 21, which Quebec was trying to pass at that time, to the assassination of this family.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, you know. So
What else you got? What else has she said? I'm
all right.
curious.
So in another editorial in 2019 in the Ottawa Citizen, so her Amira Elghawaby as well, you know, with
I've never heard of this woman before.
yeah, le président du réseau canadien anti-haine, like this anti-hate
Anti-Hein.
anti-hate network, whatever.
Seems honorable. Anti-hate. I'm okay with that.
They
I
came
guess.
out and said that, you know, it appears that Quebecers are not influenced primarily by the rule of law, but by this anti-Muslim sentiment. So this is where she came out and said that they were anti-Muslims.
Oh.
And I think that
Is
this
she
was...
Muslim?
I think she should... Yeah, she wears a veil, so she's Muslim, yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
The hesitation in your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
But
comment
so
that she
she's
made...
Muslim and she thinks Quebecers are anti-Muslim. That's her position, right?
Yeah.
Who are we to decide what she's experienced? Shouldn't that be the card that Justin Trudeau plays all the time?
The idea, though, is that you're nominated at a position where you want to build bridges and bring people together of all provinces, right? So when you've come out and said in the past that Quebecers suck because they hate Muslims, they're racist towards Muslims or whatever, it kind of, you know, it's a bad start. I'll give you an example.
Well, don't you have to call shit out if you're fighting it?
I'll give you an example. When the pandemic happened, remember all these idiots that would go downtown and break all these in Chinatown? They would break all the stores. There was all these. Oh, my stomach! There were all these things.
That was your stomach?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
there were all these things.
Was drilling.
There was all
Yeah,
this.
me too.
There was all this violence against Chinese and
Chinese
Asian
people,
people,
yeah.
whatever. So I have a good buddy of mine, Winston Chan, who instead of coming
Asian
out,
guy?
Asian guy.
Just checking. His name is Winston.
Very popular in the business community and even in government. He has a huge network. Like a really, you know, really nice guy.
Like a mobster. Gotcha.
No, he's not a mobster. He's a
Yakuza.
really cool guy, very involved, and everyone knows him. He knows everyone, kind of thing. And he didn't come out and say, fuck, Quebecers are racist and they shouldn't be doing this. The guy came out and he put together a group of people. They went to the government and said, listen, this is happening. It's sad, obviously. There's a way to do this. Let's work together. Let's find a way that we can, you know, create bridges between our communities and, you know, and such. And there was a huge impact. Like I remember the city of Montreal came out with a regulation making Chinatown
Asian
patrimoine or a heritage, whatever, so that they won't sell or be converted into condos or whatever. So compare that approach, where you're like, okay, this is happening to my community. It's not right. Let's knock on the doors and see what we can do, rather than to go out publicly and just call everyone a racist and you fucking hate Chinese people or Muslims or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Different approaches, different solutions.
No, one's an approach. One's just fucking
Now,
bullshit.
I don't know. Was she hiding behind the fact that she's a journalist so she can write whatever she wants? I don't know. But in any case,
that's not really
most of what she says, though, however, was targeted against Quebecers. And, I mean, it hasn't sat well.
She's
So
from here, right?
I'm not sure she's from here. No,
Breaking news from the chat. It's primarily a question.
He's going to go grab a bat, walk inside with
so
a golf
it's primarily a
club.
question, and it's a very good question.
Yes, let's see.
the
Sorry,
chat.
guys, I'm not following YouTube. So
GR1, aka Great One, asked a very important question. Is having a morning show in French in the works?
where's that?
Great One, 10:49 a.m. Put live chat instead of top chat.
Live chat.
Yeah. So, very good question.
Yeah. Look at Joker. Yeah, George hates French.
You
No,
do.
I don't hate the French. No, I don't.
No, you hate the French language.
No, I don't.
Because you the other day you told me like it makes you feel very effeminate.
It's exactly what I
You
said.
told me something like that.
Yeah.
And
That's exactly what I said.
so, Jorge is upset at me. Would you be interested, George, in doing a French version?
I don't know.
the
Who
morning
am I going to do it with you? It's going to be very
Phil.
strange. Oh my God, that's going to be the strangest thing. Can you imagine the two of us speaking French to each other? So unnatural.
Wednesday we do it in English, French we do it in French, and we just call it Le Morning Show.
Le morning show, same people.
Le breakfast.
But we talk French to each other. Would you feel comfortable if we all just start speaking French to each
Ouais, pas de
other?
problème.
I don't have a problem.
Moi, je peux changer tout de suite en ce
Yeah,
moment.
of course, but it's
Moi, tu me connais pas. Moi, je
this,
viens du
this,
hood,
this,
là.
this guy would be completely
Ça, c'est parce que
uncomfortable.
lui, il est un homosexuel.
Where is he? Fuck?
I don't know. He walked away.
Because you keep fucking interrupting the show, dude.
I'm sorry, because it gets boring.
It's who gives a shit? Just produce. It's boring. News are boring. What do you want? Fuck, I don't know. We'll talk about other stuff. So
What did
there's
you
a.
do?
He went to get some fresh air, bro. You're polluting the atmosphere.
What did you do? You went to go take a whiz.
So there's someone in the chat that is writing that we should have a morning show in French. Would you be comfortable with that? Can you imagine us talking to French, in French to each other?
If you
Moi,
brought me,
moi, je peux changer tout de suite. On fait,
yeah,
on
yeah,
fait quoi,
yeah.
les gars?
Tigidou
Est-ce
lai
que-
lai, I
est-ce
know.
que-
Actually, he's the most
que tu
comfortable
plaques
in
que lai
French
lai?
of all of us. If it wasn't with you, maybe.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
I would
saying.
not be able to.
I
Because even
can't do it.
Pantelis, once we spoke, I'm like, should I be on the French cast? He goes, could you do it? I'm like, if it wasn't you, probably. Because I can't
Oh.
help it. The second,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it feels
it's
unnatural.
not a question of language, comfort in a language.
No,
like,
it's just unnatural.
like my wife and I both speak English, Greek, and French, right? When I have to speak to her in French, for whatever reason, which isn't often,
Like you're reading.
it's really hard for me.
Yeah.
But if you just removed her from the equation and brought a random French person, I'd be fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because they speak French. Like
We
I
should
speak
make
to
a-
the fucking parking attendant every morning. I try not to, but
We make a French morning show and we call it Bonjour Hi.
I'm sure someone's already done that.
You think so?
Oh yeah, that's not clever at all.
Look,
We'll call it the morning show. Le show du morning.
That's what I said initially. Le
Initial.
morning show.
Le the morning.
Le
the morning.
Le morning show.
Like in Athens, they call it to the mall.
yeah, yeah,
way.
yeah,
The mall.
yeah.
It's just
To
stupid.
the mall.
Well, it's French. It's called the mall. Like that's the name of it. The mall.
But when
that's
they
funny.
refer to it, they're like,
the mall.
yeah, to the mall.
To the mall.
Pas mais to the
To
mall.
the mall.
Pas mis to the
I don't
mall.
know that I could do. I haven't.
I'm telling you from now, I can't do it with you guys. It's.
Well, you can do it.
I could do it. It'll feel completely unnatural though.
What if we just dub it?
The name of the show, Jorge.
Like it won't be live. Someone will just be like,
Hold
it'll be
on.
like a 2-minute.
breaking news in the chat. Breaking
It's
news
not
in
breaking
the chat.
news.
I love myself so much. Jorge Rosales dropped $2 in the chat. Name of the show, open quotation. Trois tapettes le matin, close quotation.
Is tapette as bad as the English equivalent?
Yes.
It is, eh?
To the French, yes.
Yeah, okay, just checking. Well, I mean, not all the French. They're not all gay.
What's the English equivalent?
I'm not saying it.
Faggots.
There you go.
Is that the actual?
Yeah, lugra. Yeah, that's it. Lugra is a good word.
Okay, let's get back to other embarrassing news for the city of Montreal.
Who asked, by the way?
What?
Who asked if we could do a French morning show?
I can't remember. Great one.
Oh, great one. GR1.
Oh,
It is.
look at this fucking shit, Greek shit disturbers in the chat.
Oh, the Greek, yeah.
He feels Greek.
Okay. So you guys remember the old hippodrome, the carry?
Oh, where a lot of people went to go bet on horses and lost entire.
Back in the day, yeah. So there was
The new condo area.
well, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be a development
They could
over
build
there.
the whole fucking
They
neighborhood.
could do whatever
in
they
there.
want over there.
It'd be
Oh,
nice.
So the
Be a
city
nice
of
place for
so
it.
the city of Montreal put it up for grabs, like they put a part of that land up for grabs.
Mm-hmm.
The condition, however, was that whichever promoter would buy that to build condos, 6% had to be social housing, social housing units. 60%, 60%,
60%?
60% had to be social
There's a
housing units.
massive housing crisis right now.
Do you know how many offers the city got?
How many?
Cuckoo.
Zero.
Come and spend all your money and make none of it back.
Zero.
Yeah,
Well,
there you go.
from
No,
a-
one's
from
gonna
a
invest
strictly
in that.
business standpoint, capitalist standpoint, it makes no sense.
Yeah, 100%.
The city should be developing.
I love it when socialism just backfires on them. It's
not
so nice to see.
that's a statement that makes zero sense.
What's socialism?
That is not socialism backfiring.
That's very socialist.
That's socialism not happening.
yeah,
If
exactly.
it was socialism,
No, but
the
they're
government
socialist-
would build.
No, they're socialist.
No,
So-
lies. You're an idiot.
It's a condition. No,
No,
but it's very
no.
socialist of them to do that.
To ask a business. No.
To
To,
whoever.
to impose conditions on a private business that they now, if it would be socialist, they're like, you're a private business, you're getting this, we decided, you built 60%. That's socialism.
Communism.
whatever it is, it sucks. And and it's not the first time that the city of Montreal intervenes in something like this, right? Do you remember that right across Spark Metro, the Johnny Brown, that big brown building?
Yeah.
There was a bunch of offices in there, whatever. So the owner of that building sold it. It was a private sale. Private. It was like, I have the building. You're interested in buying it. Here's the price. Do you agree? Yes. People find out that it was up for grabs, or that the sale was happening. They go and they complain to the borough, to the council, and they were pressuring the borough to get involved, stop the sale, so that the city of Montreal can buy it and convert it into social housing units. I mean, we've reached a point where
It's government over.
no, but who gives a shit? What do you care what I do? It's my property, dude, and I sold it to you.
Look,
What right do you
now-
have to intervene to block the sale so that the city could buy it? Of course, from my point of view, it doesn't change anything because you're still going to buy it. For me, it's money in my pocket. But what do you like? Where do we live? I don't. And it's not the only place. They did the same thing, corner of Beaumont and Curbs, where there was the old bakery.
Yeah.
Same thing over there. They
a
tried to
nice
stop
building
it.
they built.
Eh?
It's a nice building.
It's a nice one. So finally, didn't go through
Yeah,
that one.
I always thought it was wild. So like where I used to live, those condos that are, there's a bunch of them in at the edge of town of Montreal. There was one, which was mine. Then they built a second one. They built some townhouses, all like crazy overpriced at that time. Still are. Then they started building on the Montreal side right across, similar pricing, but it was in Montreal. And then Royal Mount was announced. So all those condos went up in under a year. Like
Sure.
each of those buildings
Because
went
of
up
Royal Mount.
super fucking fast. No, not because of Royal Mount, just because that's how
Because
they
it's
built.
developing. Yeah, the market. Yeah.
That area is changing. Now, between where the strip mall is, and they built condos there also, and my building and the townhouses, which are kind of stuck, or my own
That
building,
strip mall too looks nice the way they did
very
it.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
it's developed a lot. They're building a massive complex between those two lots, right? I thought it was condos initially. I didn't know. What it is, though, it is condos, but 60% or 40%, I forget what the number is social housing. Now,
It used to
hold
be
on, hold on,
30%.
Hold on.
I don't know when. Yeah,
That building has been under construction for 3 years.
that's not normal.
It's not normal because there's probably no incentive financially to finish it at this point.
Well,
Because it's not going to look.
well, here's
you
the
wanna
thing.
Build
No,
social housing.
I don't.
You
Yeah.
don't build it in the most affluent neighborhood in the city.
Well, yeah, but there's no space, no, right? So
Still,
like
man.
even downtown, around the Bell Center now, there
Like
was some
you got a guy
properties.
next door who's paying $8,000 rent, and now some other guy who probably only makes maybe not $8,000 rent. Fine,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Like, that's
But someone who
$3,000.
makes like 4% less than him a year, who now crossed the line. He's gonna pay what, $1,000 rent? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
I'm just curious to know because I don't know the details. I wonder how that program works. Do they get the difference from the government, or
I don't know.
they don't, and that's it? This is only for social housing purposes, and it's reduced rent, and that's it. That's all. They don't make the extra income.
I really don't know.
I think that's what it is.
They got in my head with the French morning show. I keep asking, can I do it? I don't think I can.
Breaking news.
No, it's not breaking news.
London Metropolitan Police lower hiring standards to hit diversity targets. Now hiring illiterates with criminal backgrounds.
How do you just interrupt with a fucking random story in the middle of another story? Put it down on paper, bro. Write it down and just bring it up when we're done.
That's not even a real
But
story.
you're never done.
That's not even a real
Sure,
story.
man. What do you mean we're never done? I have like fucking 15 articles over here. At some point, squeeze in yours. Don't fucking interrupt the thing. Anyways, back to the social housing thing because
This is
I
the
remember
worst show we do.
because fucking shit.
What?
dude.
This is the worst show I've ever been a part of.
Pat,
Oh, this is the best show.
anyway, I remember back
People love
where back
I
in
had
the
a
day.
film that premiered at Cannes.
Back in the day, I remember there was criteria that 30% had to be social housing in whatever development project, and that maybe they brought it up to 60.
I'm not against social housing. I
Of
just
course
think
not.
it's weird
Of
the
course
way
not.
they do it.
It's just that when you look at the promoters, because unless things have changed,
You're getting all wet because you got aggressive.
who me?
Yeah.
To who? To her? To
Your
its
angry dad
You know
vibes.
what? I'm putting her in the gulag.
Don't put her in the gulag. She's gonna masturbate in there.
Good.
Because
needs it. She
I know,
needs
and
it.
I don't know if things have changed, but I know from what different promoters have told me is that in order for them to
Developers. You keep calling them promoters. They're not
developers,
club
whatever.
promoters. Hey, yo, come to my social housing event.
The developers. So in order to get the funding, they need to show the bank that they have a certain percentage already
Right, yeah.
sold, which is a lot. Like I think it's over 65 or 70, 65.
the numbers. I'm not gonna
If I'm not mistaken, it's around 65% sold, and then once they can have, they can get the loans or whatever it is from the bank. And that's where it probably gets complicated, because if you're interested in buying a condo and you're going into a new development project and they're telling you that 60% of this is going to be social housing units, you're not buying. So if the developer isn't getting any pre-sales, obviously they're going to have a problem with their funding, right?
But then what happens?
I don't know. It falls
Like,
apart. I don't
It
know.
just falls apart?
I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know.
This is just to go back to what you're saying about that project that's been
but
in construction for 3
to
years.
fucking solve a problem by creating a new problem. Like, yeah, rents are out of control. But the rents are only out of control because mortgage rates are out of control.
I just
like
don't-
it's all
yeah.
interconnected. You want to stimulate the economy, that'll stabilize everything, give people more money in their pocket. It's such an easy solution.
I think,
You
look,
lower income
yeah,
tax
social
for
housing-
a temporary amount of time.
Yeah, obviously,
It doesn't, anyways.
obviously there's a huge need for social housing. I'm just not convinced that the best formula
I agree with you.
is to get that social housing through
Coercion
the
of
projects.
private
Yeah,
properties.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you want social housing units, I mean, you have the property. I mean, look, if that entire Blue Bonnets or Hippodrome belongs to the city of Montreal, why doesn't the city of Montreal invest in fix your own social housing units? Obviously, they have no money.
Because even if they had the money, the city can't manage something like that because the city is inept.
No, they have. They have.
They do not have the qualified resources to manage.
No, they
something
do.
like that.
That's
No,
who
they
manages them. They have l'Habitation Montréal
doing
or
their
whatever
shit
the fuck
job.
it's called. Société. What are they called? Société d'Habitation Montréal, CHM, whatever. I can't remember what it was called, but they have a branch that manages all things. Whether they do it well or not, I mean, you know, it's
It's a
to be
fact.
argued. But
To be argued. Okay.
but all I'm saying is that you can't expect to get somewhere if you're interfering in a privately ran operation wanting to get public, like, and 60% is too much. Like the development projects that have been happening for over 10, 15 years, maybe the formula of 30% works. I don't know. Maybe for their math and it makes sense to them. But when you bring it up to 60, how are they going to make money out of this?
I don't know. It's fucking.
And from what I read, they only offered 4% of the land. So if you're reducing and saying, look, from all this space, you're only bidding on 4% of the available land, the guy's not going to make money. I mean, give him
Obviously not.
give him a bigger
Why
land.
where's his incentive now?
Well,
It's
yeah, that's the
gone.
thing. Give him a bigger land. Let him develop more. Maybe maybe he'll make a couple bucks. Anyways,
I don't know.
I just find it funny. It was a
I
great.
wish I had even an idea towards a solution. I just know that this is the wrong way to do it, but I don't really know. So I don't want to bitch about it. I feel like everyone who just bitches.
Hey, fun. Well, it's not fun news, but something away from our traditional news, but still relatively sad. Did you guys ever go to Le Saint-Sulpice, the bar
Yeah,
in
of
Saint
course.
Denis?
Many of vomits I've seen there. I also saw a boob there once.
I love the Saint-Sulpice.
Why
We
would
used
you
to
call it Saint Denis?
the Saint Denis Street.
Saint Denis?
Oh, Saint Denis.
It's one of the few ones that I really don't like. It's just
Really?
Saint
Oh, Saint Denis.
Dennis. I went to Saint Dennis.
The one I cannot say in English
Saint
is.
Lawrence.
Yeah, actually, no, I do say Saint
Yeah,
Lawrence.
you do. I was going to call you out. That's why I
Yeah,
said it.
yeah,
You say them all wrong. You say Saturba,
yeah.
Saint Laura, Saint Denis.
Just the
Even the old Greeks say Saint Denis.
Saint
They
Denis.
don't say Saint Denis.
Saint Denis. Small parenthesis. There was once this guy that came from abroad to study from Greece, and he got an apartment downtown, and I was asking him. He invited us over, whatever, to his house. And I'm like, okay, how do we get to your house? This is before Google Maps and all that shit. He goes, it's very easy, you know, park and then pins. And I'm like,
Oh my God, yeah, I've noticed they always say pins.
I'm like, what the fuck is pins?
Yeah.
And I didn't go to Pine Avenue, obviously, because
Not
it's
Pine
Avenue
it's
des
Des
Pins.
Pins.
Yeah,
My dad calls it Pine Avenue.
I call it Pine Avenue.
It's Des Pins.
You take des Pins. You never say take Pine Avenue.
I don't think I've ever said Pine Avenue.
Come on, man. Do you say Pine Avenue or Pine?
I say Pine Avenue.
Pine Avenue.
I don't think I do. Not sure now.
Or
I had
I
a-
say what I like to say, like the
Bro, you've
GPS.
never
say
said
des
take des Pins.
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
I say the pins.
I like to honor street names in their true form.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, but the best. Me, I
Except
like
for De
to
La
say them.
Gauchetière.
I like to
I
say
say De
them.
La Gauchetière. No.
No, the best. I like to say them how the GPS says it.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's fun too sometimes. Yeah.
so
I
funny.
was gonna take
Quand
a,
est-ce de la neige?
one day I was gonna take a
The
left.
Nages. The
Quand
Nages.
est-ce de
No,
neige?
no. One day I
Cold
was
as
gonna
the
take,
Nages.
Hold on, I was gonna take a left, and the GPS goes, "Please take a left on La Hoyness."
La Hoyne. Oh, La Jeunesse. No, she didn't say that.
I wonder
swear
what-
she says
God.
La Joines.
La Hoyness.
Yeah,
what-
La
what is
Hoyness.
Spanish?
It
But
was
what are you doing on La Jeunesse?
Huh?
What are you doing on La
Whores.
You mind your business. You.
What's on La Jeunesse?
Whores.
No, I was going to Laval for
Sure. Why would you be on La Jeunesse to go to Laval?
because there was a right.
Was it close to Sauvé Street?
No, Henry Brassa.
Why? What's up there?
Oh, Henbrassa. It's
up
not
there?
far from Sauvé.
What's up there? Soviet and La Jeunesse.
No. I was going. You know where I was
What's
going?
there? No, I want to know. What's there? There's a whorehouse.
In the metro. No, there's motels.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
in the
yeah, I know what you're talking
metro.
about.
As soon as you cross the bridge in the metro, you park right there, and there's a Purelator. There's Purelator like delivery
Purelator.
services shit. And I had put in the GPS. That was the closest one time wise.
Hoyness.
The other ones were closer, but because of traffic, they were longer. So and I went, bam, you're right there. Bridge is right there. Back in Montreal, bam.
Okay.
I love when the GPS fucking all of a sudden it's saying the names normally and then it just fucking it can't anymore and you're like, where was that? I missed that turn.
I've never heard the GPS call out the streets properly.
I only
It's
do
always
it if I'm.
Hoyness is the
I mean, I don't do it often either. I turn it off. But
the best.
sometimes I
The
do.
best is when you're on the highway and it's giving you exits.
Exit autoroute.
Yeah. Merge left on autoroute 15 Nord.
6, 5, 9, 9, 10, 7, 4.
Yeah.
It reads numbers.
An institution in Montreal, guys, Saint-Sulpice is closing its doors.
Le Saint-Sulpice.
So I don't know if you guys used to hang out a lot.
I didn't hang out there a lot. I wasn't
There was a
carrying communist like you. At that age, you were playing your guitar and wearing your Che Guevara t-shirts.
Not
back
really,
then,
no,
drinking
never.
your fucking
No,
Boreal.
There was a time though that we used to hang out a lot on Saint Denis Street. Like we used to go to Bistro Jojo, that's just further down, right
Oh
across.
yeah, what's on St. Dennis, George?
Eh? Fun bars.
Fun bars.
That's
I
what I
mean,
just
no, by the time I was the age where you were when you were doing those things, Saint Denis was a mess already.
It
Like,
was
I
always
just-
a mess. No, Saint Denis was always a mess.
Yeah?
But there were fun
You do
clubs.
sometimes. But
Like we spent a lot of time in Bistro Jojo.
You also went to Stanislas.
But that's after Stan. It was like in college and university.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Bistro Jojo. It was when I had the band and we
There's
used to go.
yeah, you had the band. You guys were hippies.
And Saint-Sulpice, man, yeah. So it's sad. I saw the news. I'm like, it's too bad.
I liked it. It was so big. In
It
there.
was
You could
huge. It
easily
was
get
massive,
lost
yeah.
inside. Yeah, I liked it, but I didn't go often. I've been like a handful of times. But Saint Denis was not somewhere that we went often. Stayed on Saint Laurent, mostly. Did you do Crescent?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Dude,
I didn't
yeah.
really do Crescent ever. I never liked it.
We started obviously at Dome.
Foam Dome.
The Dome.
I saw my
Did you
first-
ever go to
I
the
saw
Dome?
my-
You guys were too young. Had it closed then? It was in
ending
it was
its,
the end.
Run. I saw my first boob at the Foam Dome. Not both boobs, just one.
Just one. It
Just
came out.
happened.
Yeah, it was
just
slip.
there. It was a night to remember.
This is always memorable, dude.
That foam, man. Ugh.
I never went to
think
foam
about it
parties.
sometimes.
I never
It's
went
so
to foam
gross.
parties. It was disgusting. But yeah, that's
that was my first clubbing experience. The Foam Dome.
that's where we started. Obviously, everyone started at the Dome. It was like just such a memorable place to go. Everyone's first clubbing experience was there.
I look like I organize foam parties.
But back in the day,
Sea foam, like the dirt on the top of the ocean.
See, now downtown they've cleaned it up. When we started going out, the corner of St. Lawrence and St. Catherine
Okay, scary.
was like the center of prostitution.
I think
Nice.
it still is.
No, I don't think so. No, they've cleaned up. St. Catherine and St. Lawrence is a pretty.
It's just nicer hookers now.
No,
You
no,
book
they're
them
not.
on your
They're not
phone, they
there
don't wait on the
anymore.
corners.
They've cleaned up everything over there.
Yeah?
It looks
I
nice.
haven't been down there in a while. It's all no, that was Greek.
No,
sorry.
now with the
It's all,
internet, they're on the internet.
the fuck is it called?
Paved.
Yeah. What is the word? I'm looking
Pedestrian.
for? Pedestrian
Yeah.
walkway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pesodromo.
Peso-
Bro, my brain just
It's all
stopped.
pesodromo.
It's all pesodromus.
The Pizodromus.
So yeah, so we
It's a good word. I use it in
yeah,
English.
we started there. But then after a while, the bigger part of our clubbing scene was Crescent.
Like what? Thursdays.
No, it was
Electric.
Extreme.
I feel like you were at Electric Avenue.
Oh no, I don't think I've ever been to Electric
The
Avenue.
plastic cups.
Never been.
It's disgusting. I had been a few
No,
times.
we had we completely milked Extreme. It was our place. That's where we would always
Yeah.
go.
It wasn't called Extreme. Well,
It
when
was
I
called
started
Extreme.
going, then it became something else. I think it was called Ultra, Light Ultra.
Yeah, that no. Us it was Extreme. And then right across
Why
it was
don't
the
they, like-
Mercedes Club, and then it became Newtown.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Welcome
I didn't
to
club
Light
much. I was a
Ultra
bar
Club.
guy. I stayed at bars.
Yeah, I preferred
Sketchy little
bars, but
bars.
because my friends all liked clubbing, I would always go clubbing, and those were the clubs. And then after we hit St. Lawrence, when that whole trend happened there, and then for a while we would hit Mont Royal. Mont Royal.
You're in the like a deep French part of the party.
Yeah, we
scene,
like after is this after university. When the scene I don't think moved to Mont Royal. It was just like this
I mean,
other.
Mont Royal always had some cool spots, like for like bars and stuff. I used to
Yeah,
go
it was
sometimes.
more. It was more the thing. It was more of a pub bar rather than a club.
which I always preferred.
Yeah.
But like we didn't go to. I didn't go out much, and like I I didn't like loud music and stuff at that
Yeah.
age. I'd go sometimes if I had to. There was a lot of Moomba happening too.
This is what you'd hear entering Light Ultra Club. No. What the fuck is this garbage?
This is fucking classic like stock footage music.
No. Oh, what the fuck?
What are you playing now? Tell
Just
everyone.
being stupid. The
Yeah.
BK
there you
was
go.
always full of prostitutes. The BK
This is
was
a-
prostitutes.
This is what you hear. You walk into Light Ultra.
No.
Welcome.
This is more of a Le Living kind of vibe
to
on
Light
Saint
Ultra
Laurent.
Club,
You walk in and it's like
where everyone is having sex
You go
constantly.
to Rouge, they're playing
On
that in
the
the background.
bar.
We went to, what was that
In
club
the
on St. Lawrence?
Central Station.
No. It was
That
Gogo
place
Lounge.
was
Gogo
alright.
Lounge.
I hated Gogo.
Oh my God! Come on, man. Gogo
I've only
Lounge
been
was
to
the
Gogo
best.
Lounge twice. Anna was like a big Gogo Lounge.
It was
Like
the
when I met her,
best.
she's like, "Oh, where do you hang out?" I go to Gogo Lounge. I'm like, ugh. And I went once with her, and we never went again because there was a massive fight that broke
Yeah.
out. She almost got like trampled, and she's like, "Yeah, let's never come here again." I was like, "This is what you get."
I love
when you
Gogo
hang out
Lounge.
in a club.
We knew the owners, and it's the same guys that have that other bar.
Rouge.
No. Chez Serge.
That's still around.
Oh my god.
Did it close? I don't know.
The first time I ever got, I think it's closed now. The first time I ever got hammered
Chez Serge.
was there.
Yeah. Did you ride the bull?
No.
Chez
I watched
Serge.
many ladies ride the bull.
You gotta watch the ladies ride the bull. It's part of the
Yeah,
charm
of
of
course.
Chez Serge.
And I got really hammered. It was for my 17th birthday.
So illegal.
Yes. And I was doing a lot of up to no good business back in the days.
I'm gonna stop you now, mostly because I've lost interest. Go on, George.
There was one club.
Look, that was actually funny. Go ahead, but
There
go
wa-
fuck yourself.
There was
No, it was interesting until I stopped caring. So just stop.
there was one club that I was very reluctant to telling my friends about it because there were so many hot women.
Which club?
It was called Porte Rouge. It was on Montreal East.
I've been there.
Dude,
Do you have a question?
He's not wrong.
Why do bitches love red doors?
I don't know.
They do love red.
No,
Door.
but this was
you noticed?
it was a buddy of ours, Francisco Randes, the famous model, the poster boy for Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Maybe.
He did Assassin's Creed. He's the guy he was on my
yeah?
podcast too. Super cool guy, and he opens the club, and he's from the fashion world, right? So the first day we go there, dude, it was women that were like 6 feet plus everywhere. We went there with
bunch
two
of short little Greeks walking around.
yeah, we went with 2-3 buddies.
Hungry?
I swear to God, dude, for like an hour or 2 hours, we didn't even talk to each other. We were just wondering, where the fuck
happening
are
here?
we right now?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like,
That
is this
happened to
place
me.
real?
I
And
shot
then,
a-
honestly, the debate was, do we even tell anyone about this place?
No, you tell no one. You
And
don't.
then it obviously became very popular, and yeah.
I don't remember where it was, but I shot a music video once at a place called Radio Lounge.
Hey.
I have zero memory of where it was.
Yeah.
I think it was downtown.
Yeah.
So it was a regular night, but they had advertised that there was a music video being shot. It was pretty
Yeah.
low budget. So like I walked in and I was like, what the fuck is Oh, what's her name was in that music video? Ah, shit. She was on Music Plus, the little blonde one.
Véronique Cloutier?
Is that her name?
I don't know. She's not little, but I mean,
No, she was a shorty.
Julie?
Maybe Julie.
I had a huge crush on Véronique Cloutier
Music Plus.
in high school. No,
What
actually,
was her name? I can't remember. Somebody in the chat help me who's older. Music Plus, little blonde, blue eyes, always had her hair very 90s, clipped on the sides, looked like a Spice Girl. Fuck.
no,
Anyway, she was in that video too.
What show was she on?
She was on Music Plus. She was a
Music
VJ.
Plus.
Whatever they called them here. A VJ.
was it? It wasn't Virginie Sousa.
She was a host.
She was.
Yeah, she was. I can't remember her name at all right now.
Does she
but
have tattoos?
Isabelle. He's right.
Isabelle.
Isabelle
what?
Desjardins, that's her name.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So she was in that music video and I didn't know who she was. So she's like talking to me and I was like, what's up with all the hot chicks here? And she's like, what? I was like, oh, fuck, you don't speak English. Shit. And I just remember thinking, like, where did all these women come from? And it was a really weird club. They played like very strange fucking like Quebecois house techno. It was very odd.
There
Like
was
mixed with like pop rock. It was fucking weird.
look.
We
We
didn't do that with Peter. It was a Peter.
we experimented a lot with clubs. Like, I mean, we followed the trend where everyone went, but we also kind of
281 and stuff.
Did it kind of
No,
sound
no.
like this? No, more like
What is this?
No,
What is this? This is Central Station, early 2000s.
hold on. Techno.
Nobody listens to techno, so let's move on.
Was the exact same song you put before? You fucking idiot.
He's so dumb.
No, we would follow a lot of trends, like the big happening clubs. But then we, at some point, we would follow this one friend of ours who, I don't know why or how, he would discover these little places where it was happening. But it was just
Nobody cares.
But it was just strange. Did you ever go to De Pierrot at the old port?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we used to
What a weird pause you took. Yeah.
because I wasn't expecting you to do that because
okay.
it was mostly like French people there, and it's like
No, I did a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I just didn't do anything a lot.
Yeah. We would milk that place. It was just
Really?
partying with French people. It was the best.
Hey,
French
you
people
know
can
who
party.
else got
The best.
milked in there?
A lot of French people.
Yeah.
Yeah. My golden years of clubbing, the years where I should have been clubbing the most, I wasn't. I was in a Nuns Island basement smoking weed and playing Pro Evolution Soccer. Those were the best years of my life. Honestly. The best. We'd order Domino's cheese breads. The best. Remember Sismos?
Yeah,
Those were good
dude,
times, man. I missed that. That place I had fun
We used to
at.
play there.
Yeah, I remember.
Again,
I'd seen
yeah.
you guys play there a few times.
Sismos.
You're too young for Sismos. Then it
Before
became a
that-
supper club, and then it was
No,
Scata.
no. Before that was Lido. Had you ever gone to Lido?
No,
You were
I
too young
was
for
still
that.
underage when I was going to Sismo.
Sismo
Then
was
it became Oppa, but I never went to Oppa really.
Sismo. No, I think Opa was like a really the.
It was the end.
It was happening.
Oh, was it?
Well, actually, Sismo and Opa.
Sismos was better. It was for everyone who doesn't know, it was a Greek like. It felt like an
It
underground
was huge.
club, but it wasn't an
it was a
underground club.
huge club.
But it had
man.
that vibe. It was
It was
like
beautiful.
dark. And
Yeah, it was nice.
It felt like Buzuki almost.
Great memories.
Yeah, I met Paparizu there, the one who went to Eurovision. I
Oh,
have a
yeah.
picture with her. Yeah, they had come to perform.
Oh,
and she had that band. What was that band called?
Antique.
Yeah, oh, so bad, so 90s. Yeah, I was like 17, 18 at that time though. So I never experienced Lido. And Mythos too. I mean, if you're Greek from Montreal, you got drunk at Mythos a handful of times.
Absolutely, 100%.
Chris still plays there, no?
No, he left.
Oh, did he?
He couldn't
He
handle
just
it.
couldn't do it
was
anymore. He's getting too old, huh?
No, it's not that he's getting old. I think it's just it's too much. But what happens with Chris is that you'll see in a couple of months he's gonna miss it because he can't
And he'll
not
go
play,
back, yeah.
and he's gonna want to go back.
I went over the other day because our kids were playing together, and I was filling. I wanted to grab one of his guitars. He goes, "None of them are tuned," and I'm like, "That seems like that's not right. Like, I feel like Chris's guitars would be tuned at the ready,
Yeah.
but they're not."
He doesn't care. He can tune in like half a second.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
It's a nice little wall he has.
It's nice, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I had never been. I had never seen. I'd seen pictures that he had showed me of his wall of guitars. I was just like, "Whoa, that's a lot of guitars." Like, this
He's
is a nice
obsessed. I remember once he told me he sent me a message. He goes to me back when Ital Melody was still open there, still existed. Now it's closed. He sends me a message. He goes, I came to Ital Melody to get guitar strings. Guess what I left with?
3 guitars.
And I'm like, oh shit, Alex is gonna kill you. You know? I'm like, I don't know, like a 12 string. He goes, no. I'm like, I don't know, another electric. He goes, no. I'm like, I don't know, fuck, just tell me. He left with a mandolin.
A mandolin.
A
What
what?
the fuck? The other
Why'd you buy a mandolin?
Because he just fucking started playing with it.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'd like to play the mandolin. Seems fun.
What's a mandolin?
it's a little.
Kind of like a bouzouki, but different. Same style of sound.
Oh, is it like one of those southern things? Like, ding, ding, ding,
Not
ding.
the banjo.
No, that's the
Banjo.
banjo.
Mandolin.
Mandolin, they use it a lot in the Western Islands, like in the
Italians
Iftanisa,
play
yeah.
them too. The Ukrainians have the balalaika, which kind of looks like it.
It's a bit bigger,
Seen
no?
my buddy Adoni, he used to have a balalaika because his dad had served in the Ukraine as emperor. I was going to say emperor, as the ambassador, and it was the funniest little thing. Like it was so interesting. It's just
That's not the triangle. Yeah.
The balalaika, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like I don't know how they play it. Like it
Yeah,
must
you
be
love that,
uncomfortable.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Even the bouzouki is an uncomfortable
It
instrument.
is.
You can't stand
No.
and play it.
Well,
Oh, it's one of those fat guitars.
One of those fat guitars.
it's not a fat guitar,
Moving
but
on. It's like a sitar, but shorter.
yeah. Let me ask you guys something.
Yeah.
When you're looking at government services, especially with all the money that we're giving over here, you would expect that it runs properly, right? At least the
No,
online
I
stuff.
wouldn't expect that.
Well, I would.
Okay.
So the SAC came out, SAAQ, where they handle all the.
We just lived through this because Anna needs to renew her
Okay,
license,
yeah.
and she can't do it.
She can do it.
Yeah.
So this, for all people
Ridiculous.
watching this that are not in Quebec, the SAAQ is the regulatory body that manages everything that has to, go on the road. Permits.
Fucking DMV.
Yeah, the DMV.
Everyone's from Quebec who watches this show. All 52 of them.
So they have a
51.
computer.
We just lost them.
So they have a computer issue.
They don't have a computer issue. They're updating their system to offer more services online.
Oh, yeah, okay,
But
so it's
instead
an
of
online.
building a new system, they're just shutting down for a while.
Yeah, because it's something.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't.
That's very government
They,
stuff,
they
though.
haven't been able to explain why the fuck
Yeah.
you lose services if it's.
Well, I think
I
it's
think they're
probably
getting
because
rid of a lot of
using the
suspicious
same.
stuff.
They're building on their own system.
No, but look at the services that won't be available online. These are major services.
I did yesterday. I was trying to book an appointment.
Yeah,
I tried to buy a car, bro. I have to wait until
to
March.
replace a plaque, like your license plate.
Plaque. You're still Quebecois.
Plaque d'immatriculation. Yeah, so
I need matriculation.
you won't be able to replace your license plate until the 20th of February.
Great idea.
You won't be able to register your vehicle.
Can I book an appointment to go and renew your license, take your photos, nothing.
Yeah, fin de saisie de véhicule.
What if you have a saisie and you need to get it back? Can you do that? They just keep the car.
No,
until
no,
they fix it?
fin de saisie. You can't. You have to go in person, I guess. You can't do it online.
Yeah. So it's like 1997 all over.
Yeah,
again.
to get a certificate, an exemption certificate for the winter tires, you can't do it online. But forget about those. But the bigger ones, that to register a vehicle, like what the fuck, dude? Like how are you gonna buy a car? Well, it says that if you buy it at a dealership, that's fine. You'd be able to get registered. But if it's like a private sale, like if I sell you my car, like we can't make the sale.
Fucking weird. I mean, look. Am I surprised? Is this shocking in any way or unexpected?
I'm kind of not surprised, but also
it's only till
surprised.
February, right? It's 3 weeks. They said.
20th of February.
So
yeah.
that'll mean it'll go till March.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's probably going to be extended for a couple of weeks.
Obviously. But no, I'm not. I can't say that I'm surprised at all. When does space start? Tell me after January. What do you say? I don't know why I read that out loud. Sorry, guys. It just the structure was so odd. I had to. George,
Okay,
do
so
you have anything to end on a high note?
let's see here.
Just for the record, Olga, those were not sad times. They were great times.
Okay, yeah, let's end on. Well, I had two articles, but one is much better.
There were
You
some
got-
clubs on the South Shore. They're saying, eh?
I don't know.
I used to go to Bourbon North sometimes.
Oh yeah, all the time. But I've been to Bourbon North.
If you were Greek and you wanted to have sex with a Quebecois girl, that's where you went. Like, it wasn't even like, will I? It was like, I just go there. It was like, go to the supermarket. You want apples? You go to the supermarket.
It's far, bro. It's far. Like
But it was like a sure thing.
Are you talking about Lac Saint Jean?
No, it wasn't like Saint Jean.
Lac Saint Jean. What the fuck? Do you know how far that is?
Yeah, that's like 8 hours.
Yeah, no, we're talking about Bourbon. Why would you drive 8 hours? Dude?
No, but I'm just saying.
That's like
if
an
you-
overnight stay.
No, you make it like a getaway.
weekend thing.
Like, yeah.
No, I was talking about Bourbon
No,
Street.
no,
And
Bourbon
like-
Street,
Bourbon?
North.
And like
It's in.
the women
No,
outnumber
it's
the men like 10 to 1.
after Saint Sauveur.
Where is it? It wasn't that far.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
It's off the 117 North. It's yeah. Like
No.
Prévost or Saint Sauveur. Put Bourbon North Club.
It doesn't exist anymore?
You're a Bourbon North Club.
I think it does. No, they closed it.
I don't know. Lac Saint Jean, this fucking guy.
I think it is Lac Saint Jean.
Lac Saint Jean.
Not eh.
Anyways,
Really
there's a
gotta do
place.
something about these fucking
There's a
lights.
place where the women outnumber the men 10 to 1,
Iceland.
and you go there, and if you're if you go there, if you're
It's true though.
slightly ethnic looking,
They're down.
forget it, bro. They're like around you like flies around shit, bro. Like it's insane.
It's another thing that's up there. A lot of black flies. Lac Saint Jean, a lot of black flies.
No. Actually, no. So if you're black, like the chicks are gonna be all over you because they
Wait,
don't
no.
see.
Black flies. The actual flies.
Oh, I thought you were being racist.
What the fuck?
Saint Adèle. Does that make sense? Saint Adèle.
Maybe Saint Adèle.
And
I always
what-
felt like it was like near Saint Eustache.
No. So it's further.
I think everything's
Is it
far
like
though. Like
Saint
going to Rosemere seems like a fucking day trip to me.
Back in the day, yeah, because there was like one or two of your
Oh,
friends
no,
that
it's
had
Saint
cars.
Adele, maybe I think. Anyways, I keep
No, even
confusing
now,
the
like I gotta
places.
go to Mirabel next week, and I'm like for a location scout, and I'm pissed off about it.
Okay, positive stuff, and it even made the Journal de Montréal. That's how nice it is. You guys know MrBeast, the biggest YouTube channel.
Ah, yes.
In
The man who cured the blind.
yeah, you saw
Yeah, I
that.
saw that,
It's
yeah.
really cool. The guy he paid.
Look, Twitter reacted the internet in general reacted very strange to what he did.
Why?
There's three categories, I would say. One, fuck him, he's taking advantage of blind people. The people who said that, they're stupid. Because he still cured 1,000
But that's what he
people
does.
of
He always,
curable blind people.
like he's the guy that gives away
He
the
literally
most.
cured
1,000
people.
blind people.
No,
It's,
Yeah.
this guy's
apparently,
awesome.
well, apparently from
Hold on, why are people complaining about this?
Because they're saying he did it for the views, which obviously he did, it's his job. But
Who
he also
cares?
he also
cured
cured
1,000 blind
Exactly.
people. You fucking clowns.
The only people who should be mad about this are Medicare's governments that offer Medicare. Because if there's curable blindness, why is it not covered?
Yeah. Well,
If there's
apparently,
I didn't know there was curable blindness.
I didn't know either. But from what this doctor says in his video, over 50% of the people that are blind
Can be cured.
can be cured. It's just like this
That's amazing. We should fix that.
It's like this blur. It's kind of like having a cataract that could be easily treated. It's like a 10-minute procedure.
Yeah, like dried up. Yeah, like dried up.
Because they showed it in the video. It's like this. It's like your retina becomes blurred, and it could very easily be kind of washed away and replaced.
It
with
dries up and it becomes solid instead of liquid. And
Talk
that's
about
what
eyes, not your girlfriend's.
Oh my god, I'm still on me. I just realized.
Oh shit!
I was on me this whole
So
time.
everyone saw the look on your face when I fucking served it to you.
You didn't serve much.
No,
It's not cataract surgery. There's two.
No, it's not
different
cataract
kinds.
surgery.
No,
It's
no.
kind of like it's the same effect that cataract has. Like you get very blurry
There's also
vision.
macular degeneration, which I don't know if it's curable.
No. Well, he said more than 50% of people that are blind. It's
Regardless
usually
of what
this.
it is, that's
I think it's a
don't
good
matter
thing.
here.
I don't understand why he was.
But honestly, if there's
I
curable
brought it up
blindness,
because
it
it's
should become-
good,
it's
happy
cool,
news,
yeah.
and I thought it would be nice to
He does
mention
a lot
on
of
the show.
crazy shit.
He's amazing. Yeah.
I was not aware of him until he became massive, which leads me to
I
question
discovered
how
him
he
last
became
year,
so
I think, or
massive.
2 years ago. I discovered him. You know why? Chris's son goes all.
for
He
sure.
follows
He's
this
the right
guy.
age group, yeah.
He follows this guy, MrBeast. I'm like, what the fuck is MrBeast? And
Seems like a good dude.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's self-made just for making content, so you got to respect that. You have to. You can't
He
not.
recreated. Jesus Christ.
Okay,
He
doesn't matter. Just
recreated
pause. Think.
the Squid Games.
Yeah, I saw that too, but not with only Asians.
No, with everyone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
without murdering them.
That part's important too. That part's also important.
The other kind of strange things, I was going through the news and like I saw the headline. I'm like, this only happens in Quebec. Like a fucking headline like
Let me
this.
read this out loud. Quebec snow. Oh wait, I was confused. I was like, is it in English or in
Yeah,
French?
it's in English.
Is that a word? Snowmobiler?
Snowmobiler.
Quebec snowmobiler dies after possibly hitting a moose.
Like only in Quebec would a snowmobiler hit a moose and
I mean,
die.
is he okay? He's dead.
No, he's dead.
He's dead. Okay, is the moose okay? Probably.
The moose is-
I don't
You've
know.
seen a fucking moose. It's like a house.
Disgusting big.
All right, guys, hit it, Poseidon. Well then, this has been quite the morning show. Once again, we've come here to give you the news. It's been instead, we've proven to you, without a doubt,
I had so many
that
more
as a
news.
producer, cameras weren't calibrated. The sound he thought was muted was not. I had to walk out. I was so filled with shame.
interrupting with fucking nonsense.
Poseidonus interruptus australopithecus. That's what he is. Pithecus interruptus. My name is Phil Balabanos. You can find out more about
I
me at
make this into a
balabanos.com.
quality show, bro. You don't understand.
Again, we
The
just
wizardry.
finished saying that he's interrupting.
The wizardry that
You know,
goes
one of
into
the
this.
truest things I've ever said by accident was that he doesn't have intrusive thoughts. He is an intrusive thought. George Chandrizos, all the links to his podcast are down below. I am Poseidon.com. If you hate yourself, you can visit it. Merch.
Or if you like wizards.
There's merch on I got merch on my website. You guys have merch that people can buy.
Yes.
Nobody have merch. Patreon.com/Pantelis to support everything and get early access to some of those shows and also the Patreon exclusive shows like Club Zeus. And there's also the merch, which can be found at panteliscomedy.com. You can get tour dates. Remember, you want to be the guy who said, oh man, me, I follow Pantelis before he win the Olivier. I know him before he was cool. So you should support it. You should do all those things. I will fix these cameras for the next episode. I'll make sure everything's nice. Maybe we'll get some lights. I don't like these lights. Goodbye.
Take care.
And
guys.
I